On Christmas Eve, the whole world seemed to be wrapped in a white blanket of snow. Twinkling lights sparkled in the dark night, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of chocolate chip cookies. Santa Claus and his reindeer were busily delivering presents to children around the globe. During his journey on the sleigh, Santa took short breaks between his busy deliveries. At every house, he noticed neatly placed plates of delicious chocolate chip cookies by the fireplace, accompanied by little notes with handwritten messages. "Thank you, Santa Claus." These cookies and warm cups of hot cocoa were heartfelt gestures from children to express their gratitude. At one particular house, Santa saw a plate of cookies that looked more inviting than all the others. Next to it was a steaming cup of hot cocoa, its rich aroma wafting through the air. A small note next to the plate read, "Eat lots and enjoy. Santa, I made these just for you." Touched by the children's thoughtfulness, Santa couldn't resist. Just one little bite, he thought, reaching for a cookie. But the sweet, delightful taste made it impossible to stop. He had another, and then another. Soon, the entire plate was empty. He then sipped the hot cocoa. Its creamy, rich flavor warmed his heart. And before he knew it, the cup was empty too. When he stood up to continue his journey, Santa suddenly felt unusually heavy. Looking down, he chuckled.
"Oh, my belly is so full from all those cookies and cocoa."
He patted his now round belly and muttered to himself,
"I'd better be careful, or I might not fit down the chimneys."
At a small house tucked behind a row of trees, Santa checked his bag of presents and prepared to go down the chimney as usual. But this time, as he climbed halfway down, he found himself stuck. "Oh no, what's going on?" Santa muttered. He wriggled and squirmed, but it was no use. He couldn't move an inch. Up on the roof, the reindeer heard his muffled cries for help. Rudolph, with his glowing red nose, peered down the chimney and exclaimed, "Oh no, Santa, you must have eaten too many cookies." The reindeer quickly gathered to discuss a plan to rescue Santa. Just then, two children from the house, Emma and Jack, were woken by the noise. "There's someone on the roof," Emma whispered in surprise. Looking up the chimney, they both burst into giggles when they saw Santa's shiny black boots sticking out. "Santa's stuck in the chimney," Emma exclaimed. "What should we do?" Jack, quick on his feet, had an idea. "We need some cooking oil to make the chimney slippery and a big rope to pull him out." Emma ran to fetch the oil and carefully spread it around the chimney opening. Meanwhile, Jack, Rudolph, and the other reindeer tied a rope around Santa's waist. But instead of sliding down, Santa was pulled slightly upward, causing his knees to get even more stuck. After trying for a while with no success, Emma suddenly had another idea. "What if we make Santa laugh so much that he shrinks a bit?" Jack lit up at the suggestion. He began telling all the silly jokes he could remember from school, though Emma only smiled. For some reason, Santa found the jokes hilarious. His laughter echoed through the chimney, and even the curious reindeer leaned in to listen. Santa laughed so hard that his body shook and jiggled. Suddenly, with a loud pop, he slid free of the chimney and landed on the floor. His clothes were covered in soot, and his red hat was askew. But his face beamed with a warm smile.
"I can't thank you kids and my reindeer enough,"
Santa said cheerfully, his eyes twinkling with gratitude.
"Without all of you, I'd have been stuck there until morning."
Dusting off his clothes and straightening his hat, Santa added with a chuckle,
"I've learned an important lesson: no more eating too many cookies and cocoa in one night?
Ho, ho, ho!
His hearty laugh was so contagious that Emma, Jack, and the reindeer all burst into laughter too. Reaching into his big bag, Santa pulled out 2 carefully wrapped presents. The first one he handed to Emma, a vibrant set of paints with every color she could dream of.
I know you love to draw, Emma. This set will help you create beautiful masterpieces.
The second gift was for Jack, a sleek red remote-controlled car.
Here's something for you, Jack. I hope this car brings you lots of fun adventures.
Emma and Jack hugged their gifts tightly, their eyes sparkling with joy. Thank you, Santa, they said in unison. Santa smiled, climbed back onto his sleigh, and waved goodbye.
Have a wonderful Christmas. Kids, sleep well, and I'll see you next year.
Ho, ho, ho!
The sleigh soared into the starry sky, leaving behind the sound of jingling bells. Emma and Jack watched until the sleigh disappeared, their hearts filled with happiness. Their little house glowed with warmth and the magic of Christmas.